Welcome to Forfellinus, belysning.
You are not broken. You are
out of balance.
and there is a path home.
This is Forfellinus belysning,
From the Alaska ulfhednar
ancestral morning light for those
who have been through hell.
and are still standing.
This nonprofit has a sliding scale guidance
At ulfhednar.org/guidance.
for felonious belly snake.
Begins now.
Every day, someone's little girl, daughter, sister, girlfriend, fiance, wife, cousin, mother, auntie, grandmother, great grandmother, elder disappears, shattering a family, a community, the world. There is something we can all do. Remember them.
God morgen and happy Freya's Day to you. Today we embrace the magical energies of Freya. Freya, of course, being the goddess of love and war. She also presented a new understanding to the realms, particularly Midgard, but Asgard as well, as she possessed the ability to manage the energies of the universe that we call magic. So today, however, I want to talk about the wolf's hunger and embracing that passion for life and for living and for growing and for gaining. Before we get started today, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to all of you who have liked, followed, and subscribed. Thank you so much. It is incredibly warm and touching that you would embrace this message and help me to pass it along to those who may need it out there somewhere. If you haven't had a chance to like, follow, subscribe, please do so on whatever platform you happen to be listening to us, whether it be Facebook or YouTube or any of those others, in video or audio. Please like, follow, and subscribe, including but not limited to being on my friends and family at newrealitytv.com, a streaming channel dedicated to spiritual perspectives that offer us a different way of looking at our journey, and being able to maybe recognize different paths that we could alternatively embrace to kind of move forward in our own lives. So super important and super exciting. Well, today's show brought to you by the Australian T-shirts across the wide plains under the southern skies. Banners that of cloth that carried our voice, our identity, and our pride. Australian T-shirts weave strength of that story in every thread, right? So apparel that honors the wearer and the journey they walk. So for those of you kind of looking for new apparel and wanting to show it off, by all means, please visit our sponsors and our affiliates at akumedia.akoutlaw.com/sponsors. You can also, while you're at AKU Media, you can also check out our store, which has some merch that you can pick up and help support the show. Every little bit goes to helping our show. For those of you who may be listening, you can also check us out over here. There it is on KWWP-DB radio, which is just kwwp.org, and you can check out the show there. It's broadcast live, and then there's replays throughout the day. So if you missed an episode, now's a great time to dial into the radio station. Do it. All right, so today we're talking about the wolf's hunger. We're talking about embracing just this idea of seeking, of finding. Well, this is a particularly touching topic for me because As a 53rd generation ulfhednar of northern Denmark, my research and my embrace of this wolf's mentality has kind of been complete. I've really embraced all the many facets that there are about the wolf. Primarily, first and foremost, that they are incredibly cunning. They're very intelligent animals. They hunt in a very smart way. They hunt in packs, obviously, but it's a smart deployment of that pack. So they're really using intellect to kind of gain this insight as to how to track down those next meals. But it really shows me a couple of things, a couple of critical pieces in my life that I think are very important to share. And the first thing is we can do better together. When we're in a pack, when we're in a group, we can be given the moral support and some of the other energies from our teammates that help to move us forward. So one of the most powerful forces in nature, of course, is the team of individuals with that like end goal. So when we think about, does this end goal mean the same thing to each of those team members? No, it does not. It's going to mean different things to different people, and that's the way life should be. It should be that, oh, well, to me it meant that I got something accomplished today. Well, for someone else it might mean that we have to eat today, or that we have some level of comfort knowing that we ate. So the wolf and the pack is bringing this idea of more than one that can obtain an end goal, obviously dinner, but that end goal may mean different things to the different members of that team. It's just reality. So one of the exciting things for me, again, is that I get this opportunity to join with people like yourself, like others, and I can bring in your experiences into my reality, into my fabric of wisdom, to actually gain a higher level of wisdom and imagination. Remember, imagination being that mental force that simply helps to predict, almost a premonition, if you will, to help engage the fight, flight, or freeze syndrome that is part of the human existence. So our imagination is kind of what's going to key that and drive us to make that decision fairly quickly so that we can decide preservation, whether we're going to fight, flight, or ultimately if we actually get stuck freezing. So this idea that each member of the team will recognize the accomplishment differently doesn't diminish the idea of accomplishment. So if we are speaking, in this case, in our conversation today, we're speaking of enlightenment. Now, everyone remembers enlightenment is simply the enlarging of our consciousness, right? So it's simply enlarging so that it's touching our physical brain, our memories, and our spiritual self all at the same time. That's enlightenment. And the more we can receive that, the more that we're able to connect the ancient wisdom of the spiritual realm to those physical experiences that we are having in this reality. So it's absolutely very critical that we recognize our different paths. Everything may mean something different to each member of this team, and that's okay. I'm not here to drive your mission. I'm not here to ensure that you stay on this path. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm leading by simply talking about those things that have been revealed to me through channels and trances. And it's up to you as to whether you stay along my path or a similar trajectory, or whether you kind of wander to the side, or heck, even turn around if you want to. I mean, that decision is completely up to you. Your accomplishment of it's not making wanton decisions just for the sake of walking over there. It's not going to do that. It's going to conserve as much energy as it can to ensure that when it discovers its path, its next trajectory, its next goal, that it has the energy to do that. Now, in much the same way as we have, is the wolf also understands that there are times for rest. For those easy answer. They're getting energy. They're recharging their batteries. They're actually drawing from Mother Yord this energy of rejuvenation, of kind of recharging themselves, so that for the next burst, they're ready to go. They have the energy to do this. Well, the same thing we should do. Now, granted, many of us get caught up in deadlines and pressures of employment, pressures of relationships, pressures of social media pressures. All of these different pressures are kind of attempting to thwart that. They're attempting to derail us from spending time in meditation or just simple relaxation. A way for the body to heal itself, to draw upon the energies of Mother Yord, for the body to heal itself, to draw upon the energies of Mother Yord, and to heal that which is broken. So it's a fairly important part of our everyday life. Now, the downside is that many of us don't do this. We get, as I mentioned, get caught up in the deadlines and the work times and everything, and we have a tendency to forget about kind of recharging the batteries, and we wind up drawing away energy, just upon energy upon energy upon energy, and at the end of the day, our tank. So the wolf shows us, and we can see those in modern day dogs. We see that they take that opportunity to just go, settle down and accept the energy of healing and rejuvenation. Well, today, embracing the power of Rhea's Day, I want to think about turning our energy stream around. Again, many times we're focused on outside and say, no, that's not what I want. Nope, nope, right? So we're using up a lot of our energy all day. Well, I always use the weekends to kind of turn the clock back. I turn that energy around and I use the focus Remember, again, wherever we're concentrating is where we're sending energy, right? So if we're focused on writing, if we're focused on something detailed, maybe, some type of hobby, right? And we're putting that energy into that. That's where our focus is. So our focus is on our hobby. We're sending energy to that particular thing. Now, the good news is when we're focused on that type of thing and we got that energy, we do have remember, in the balance of the universe, as we push, we pull. So it kind of, as we push one, by using its energy, we're drawing in energy from other places at the same time. Now, unfortunately, many times we'll push out more than we pull in. So we have to, that's where we have to kind of, we're going to stop for a minute. We're going to allow ourselves to draw in more energy, thereby kind of healing as we go. So this is one of the things that I think the wolf and its hunger is definitely pounding into my head, is this idea that we have to take time to heal. We have to kind of back away from our power forward and actually take a few minutes for us. All right. It is time to call upon the gods. To call upon the gods. Today we call upon Freya, that she may guide us and give us wisdom through the use of the runes. The runes, of course, in the Elder Futhark runes, are simply characters upon tile. But they mean something. They mean something because not only that, we have no idea what rune we've drawn, right? Because I'm going to hold my thumb over it like this, so that I don't know what it is. But it gives the gods the opportunity to change based on the question I'm asking. And today I'm asking simply for guidance, for wisdom, for direction in our lives. And so I call upon the goddess Freya that she may grant us this wisdom, that she may show us the direction home. So, and today's rune is Fehu. Fehu, what a great rune. Of course, on Freya's day, Fehu represents new beginnings. It represents a new start. So, are you ready? Are you ready to turn the page and move into the next chapter? Whatever that looks like for you. Remember, Fehu speaks of changing directions, of moving in a new way. So maybe that's a charged energy way. So good, great rune. Okay, we're going to take a real quick commercial break. When we come back, we will look at how do we apply our lessons today about the wolf and its hunger. How do we apply that to our modern day life? We'll be, as soon as I can hit the magic button, we'll be right back after this.
Precision when it matters. Raven Crossbows delivers accuracy and speed for serious shooters. See the lineup, sign the link in our description.
It's happening.
It's in the air. The time is now.
We're all waking up.
We're waking up.
We're all waking up.
It's all shifting.
New vibrations.
It's you.
It's you.
It's me. It's all of us.
Together.
A new time.
A new day.
A new energy.
A new energy.
New reality.
Awaken with us.
Awaken with us.
Awaken with us.
NewRealityTV.com.
Map the bright threads. Finding the Good is a community project collecting everyday wins, kindness, repair, courage. Join in it.
words are stirring something heavy in you. You don't have to carry it alone. Sliding scale spiritual guidance with sessions outside normal business hours is available through the Alaska ulfhednar. Visit akulfhednar.org/guidance to book a free discovery session.
Right, welcome back, and thank you for taking that quick break with us. As always, huge shout out to my friends and family at New Reality TV, newrealitytv.com, a streaming channel dedicated to a plethora of spiritual perspectives that can provide us potentially with those footsteps that may resonate within us to allow us to move forward in our own lives. Again, today's show brought to you by Australian T-shirts. A huge collection of different fabrics and different apparel that really sings your individuality. It really brings out who you are in the world of things, and ranging in ages from, I've seen onesies on there for the infants all the way up to us old timers who can wear just about anything. All right, so it's all available there. Do check it out. akumedia.akoutlaw.com/sponsors. There you can find a whole collection of individual organizations that have agreed to help us by providing us with that affiliation. So check it out, check them out, and you will not be disappointed. As always, I also want to give a call for those of you who may need to, just another voice of reason, just that other perspective, looking at what you've got, what you may be struggling with. You can check out the Alaska ulfhednar. They are online, the nonprofit sliding scale to provide guidance and sessions that you can live with outside normal business hours. A wonderful opportunity to really find, again, another set of ears sometimes to listen to. So check that out, akulfhednar.org/guidance, and there you can actually find all the information about that program. All right, so today we're talking about the wolf's hunger. How do we put that into rubber on the road? How do we put it into our modern day life? Well, it's quite honest that our first step is obviously taking a moment for us. Putting down the, don't have to derail ourselves. We don't have to get totally off in the weeds. All we need is a minute. All right, we just need a minute. Close those eyes and put an image in your third eye. Now, I know a lot of people are like, third eye, that's kind of crazy. Okay, fine. You want to call it a focal point? No, call it whatever you need to, all right? The key is that we're going to put a picture of us. Not what we're doing, not what we're focused on, not anything else. I want you to close your eyes and picture you. Put your self-image right there, okay? And I want you to focus on you. I want you to bring that energy. We're turning that energy stream. Instead of going outbound, we're now going to turn it around and we're going to bring it back into the self, all right? When we're focused on ourselves, when we've got ourselves in the third eye, I want you to think about that which ails you. If there's some physical ailments, or if you've got some mental struggles, you're combating against self-worth or self-doubt or anger or frustration, whatever it is, I want you to just kind of look at you in your third eye and see yourself pushing that away. Think of it, like one of those big balls you see in dance parties or whatnot, and the ball's bouncing around, and everybody's just swatting at it. Big, kind of a balloonish kind of thing. But that's what I want you to think about. Is put your anger or your frustration or, the lack of self-worth, right? Because you have self-worth. You just have to quit letting other people convince you that it's not there, right? So as that bubble comes, you're going to push it away, right? And you're going to imagine that in your third eye. Take a few minutes. It only takes a few minutes, right? And just on you. I'm telling you, you do this a couple of times a week, particularly here over the weekend, and you're going to start seeing whatever it is fade away. And for those of you who have struggled with maybe your self-worth, remember, you're a gift. You're a gift from the ancestors. You're an answer to a prayer. Believe it or not, if you need to kind of go, well, what value do I have? You are an answer to a prayer. Your ancestors, even your own parents, at one moment in time, prayed for you. So you're an answer to a prayer. That's pretty valuable. So you're pretty valuable. I appreciate you because you have a different perspective than I do. If I wanted to see it my way all the time, that would be boring. Not only that, I would have zero or very little spiritual growth. So by you having a different perspective, it gives me a broader view of my own perspectives, my own views of spirituality, of growth, of enlightenment, of understanding. So you're a very valuable piece to me as well. So if anyone else tells you that, man, your value is, they just don't know, right? Because you are a very valuable person. You are a very valuable part to this existence, and I'm glad you're here. All right, my friends, today is Freya's Day. I want you to spend the weekend enjoying life, living it, loving it, enjoying those people around you, enjoying the time that you have, and being just having fun, loving it. All right? So do look at spending some time getting to know you, putting yourself in that third eye, sending yourself some energy back. Use some time to kind of model yourself after a dog and take some time to just those micro breaks along the way, helping us to rejuvenate, heal, grow. So use this weekend to recharge those batteries as we prepare ourselves for the opportunity and the excitement of next week. All right? In the meantime, just so you know, not tomorrow, but the following Saturday will be the drum circle. For those of you who'd like to join us, we will be online on Patreon, patreon.com/akulfhednar. You can find the links and everything on my page. But be sure to join us. For those of you here in Anchorage, you can join us at the Abbott Loop Community Park, where we'll be bringing in the sun and certainly enjoying the rhythm and the energy of drums. So be sure to join us for that, all right? In the meantime, have a wonderful Freya's Day. We look forward to seeing you again on Mani's Day. Love and light, my friends.
Fulfilling us Una. Hjälp oss med. Magnify. Tu för åg. Kaliot.
If what we've touched today hits something raw for you, you don't have to carry it alone. We offer a sliding scale spiritual guidance with sessions outside normal business hours. Visit akulfhednar.org/guidance to book a free discovery session.